Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Multiple investigations are underway into the Oxford High School shooting as the parents of the suspected shooter are arrested over the weekend and charged. Plus, new restrictions in effect. Travelers coming into the U.S. now face new requirements as the crackdowns on the spread of the COVID-19 variant Omicron continue. And here comes the wind. We have a wind advisory in place until this evening, plus snow is on the way. As I give you a live look there, our 4 flags and the Detroit River in the background. Winds whipping pretty steadily there. The weather tops our news here this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evan Cassimy. Let's check in with meteorologist Brandon Rue. Are we going to get a break from the wind?
No, we are not. In fact, the snow has already arrived in some places thanks to this wind that has multiple tiers of problems attached to it. Middle 30s. You know, at 4 o'clock this morning, we were closer to 50 degrees, and we've just been dropping. These west winds are 15 to almost 25 miles an hour. That's not too bad. 10 and 2, 9 and 3, both hands on the steering wheel because we're getting winds gusting a little closer to 40 miles an hour all across the area, and we're just getting going. Temps will continue to drop from middle to lower 30s, feeling more like teens, so we need to dress for that. Also ushering in some snow showers. Our wind advisory goes until 7 p.m. And again, we're looking at 20 to 35 mile an hour winds, gusting 40 to 50. So some sporadic power outages and snow squalls. This is what we need to watch. And this is what we're seeing over in Livingston County on Storm Tracker 4. Some heavy snow across I-96 there. Really travel at your own risk, and your best weapon and tool always the local forecasters app. It is free under WDIV. Interactive radar pops right up as soon as you open the app, and it'll guide you, steer you clear of the nastiest of the weather today. Rod?
All right, Brandon, thank you. We'll be checking in with him again shortly. Meanwhile, funeral services for Tate Meir, one of the students killed in the Oxford school shooting, will take place today in Lake Orion and tomorrow. Visitation is happening at Kensington Church on Lapeer Road from 1 o'clock until 8 this afternoon. There will be more visitation tomorrow morning, followed by the funeral. And there were a lot of developments over the weekend with the investigation into the Oxford High School shooting, including the arrest of Ethan Crumbley's parents. Let's get live out to our Sean Lay. He joins us now to walk us through all of the developments. And Sean, there were quite a few of them.
Let's get everybody caught up. Good afternoon to you. Ethan Crumbley, let's talk about him. The alleged school shooter still being held without bond at the Oakland County Jail. His parents are in there with him. The Crumbley parents, $500,000 bond. I just checked. They have not yet made that cash $500,000 bond, and multiple investigations into this shooting continue.
Here is the latest at this noon hour. Accused school shooter Ethan Crumbley remains in the Oakland County Jail, along with his mother and father, James and Jennifer Crumbley. This after a wild whirlwind Friday, as Oakland County prosecutor Karen McDonald was announcing felony charges of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter for the parents. Sources tell us that before the couple was officially charged, law enforcement lost track of them. That sparked a manhunt that went on for hours. The couple missing a 4 o'clock Friday arraignment, their attorney insisting that the two were not on the run, only to have Detroit police called to a warehouse in the overnight hours into Saturday, where both parents were found hiding out. Saturday morning, the couple was finally arraigned on the charges, each receiving a $500,000 cash bond. The prosecutor said the Crumbley parents are responsible for giving 15-year-old Ethan a semi-automatic handgun, ignoring Ethan's cries for help in school and violent drawings at school last Tuesday, not telling school officials that they gave their son a gun, insisted that he returned to class, and soon after, those shots were fired, killing students Madison Baldwin, Tate Meir, Hannah St. Juliana, and Justin Schilling, and injuring 6 other students and a teacher.
Back here live, 1 student remains hospitalized right now, and Evrod, we're working on this, getting more information right now. Word of possible new charges against the parents being looked at. We'll have much more on that starting on Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. Back to you.
All right, Sean Lay reporting live for us this afternoon. Sean will definitely be tuning in then for more information. In other news this afternoon, a little girl is recovering after being shot on Detroit's west side. Police say a 4-year-old girl was on a couch upstairs at a home on Woodingham, right near McNichols, Illinois, when bullets were fired into the house. She had to be rushed to the hospital, where she's now listed in stable condition. And as of this hour, police are still trying to figure out if this was a drive-by shooting or if the shooter stood outside of the home.
You're kidding me, right?
Now to the latest involving the coronavirus. This afternoon, we do expect to get an update on the state's latest COVID numbers. Meanwhile, in an effort to try and limit the spread of the Omicron variant, all international passengers arriving into the U.S. are facing new restrictions. This comes as more states report their first case of the new mutation. NBC's Tom Costello has the latest from Dulles International Airport in Virginia.
Good day. For all of those passengers in the air today headed for the United States, the new rules have now taken effect, and they were affected. It means that they had to test negative within 24 hours of departure from that foreign airport before they were ever allowed to board. That's the new rule. It had been a 72-hour window for a negative test. Now it's 24 hours. That's happening as we have Omicron cases spreading across the country. At least 17 states now reporting Omicron. The good news on this is that while it is spreading very quickly, Dr. Fauci says it does not appear to be causing serious illness, at least not yet. However, the Delta variant continues to ravage the country as well. That's the predominant number of serious cases with serious illness. We had nearly 100,000 cases every single day last week, and on Friday alone, nearly 1,500 people died of COVID. The good news is, of course, the vaccines do appear to be working. Mixing and matching appears to be working. The booster shots appear to be working. But most of the serious illness in this country and most of the deaths continue to be from the unvaccinated. We're watching this throughout the day. But again, if you are traveling internationally, flying, you must test negative within 24 hours of departure. If you're driving across the Canadian border or the Mexican border, you do not need to test negative at all. I'm Tom Costello at Dulles International Airport, NBC News. Back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. Still to come here at noon, a development in the nearly 2-month hostage situation over in Haiti. A Christian missionary group says that more hostages have since been released. We'll tell you about that coming up. Plus, a major hurdle just passed in Germany, setting the stage for the country to have a new leader after 16 years.
DT